In this problem, we're integrating the square of the cosine of pi x on the interval 0 to 1. And we're given pretty explicit instructions on how to do it. We're told to apply the trig identity, where the cosine squared of an angle is 1/2 times 1 plus the cosine of twice the angle. Then we're asked to split the integral into two pieces, and then solve the trigonometric part by setting up an informal chain rule backwards. Now, along the way, it turns out there's actually a better way to deal with the trigonometric part, so I'll mention that as we go. So we start by transforming this integrand into a 1/2, and I'll just pull that out in front of the integral times a 1 plus cosine of twice the angle, and that's the cosine of 2 pi x dx. And I'll go ahead and explicitly split things up into two integrals here. So I have 1/2 integral from 0 to 1 of 1 dx plus a 1/2 integral from 0 to 1 of cosine 2 pi x dx. And the trick I referred to earlier is that cosine 2 pi x actually has a period of 1. And I know that a sine or a cosine spends half its time above the x-axis and half its time below the x-axis. And we're integrating on exactly one period of this function. So I'm guaranteed that this second integral vanishes. But I'll go ahead and show the chain rule backwards idea as well. Now my first integral just gives me 1/2 x evaluated from 0 to 1. And then this cosine 2 pi x piece requires some manipulation to show the chain rule backwards. So the way we do this is we want the derivative of the interior function to sit right next to that cosine function. And that derivative is 2 pi. So I'm going to divide by 2 pi out in front, giving me a 1/4 pi, multiply by 2 pi on the interior. And now I can see the chain rule backwards. I have a cosine of 2 pi x sitting next to the derivative of 2 pi x. So this must have come from the sine of 2 pi x. I'll go ahead and evaluate across the limits of integration in my first piece as I go. And when I plug in the lower limit, I get 0. Upper limit gives me 1/2. And then I have a 1/4 pi sine 2 pi x evaluated from 0 to 1. And like I knew was going to happen, if I sub in the upper limit, I get the sine of 2 pi, which is 0. Plug in the lower limit, I get the sine of 0, which is 0. So this whole trig piece vanishes, and I'm left with my answer of 1/2, and we're done. If you enjoyed this video, or at least found it useful, check out another one by clicking one of the links on the left, or click the Zach's Lab logo on the right to explore dozens of physics and math playlists. As always, you can leave your questions, comments, and requests in the comments section below, and I'll get back to you within 24 hours. Thanks for watching Zach's Lab, and best of luck on your math and physics journey.